All right, members, you've come to the part of the course where the free section is over. I'm glad that you got to understand a bit more about our software and how we are able to forecast the future ahead of time. Now, to get access to the paid material, go over to the payment section or enroll within the website, should you be paying with Bitcoin or crypto. Or alternatively, if you want to pay with PayPal, go to mtopscriterion.com, the actual landing page of the website. Scroll all the way to the bottom and hit the buy button when you click through on PayPal. In case you are not totally convinced that this product is for you, let's just jump into some recent results. And I'm not going to bore you and going back to all of the positive results that I've hit over the years. So just the recent ones are fine. However, if you are super skeptical and you want to go back and back and back, feel free to do so. I just want to try and save you time, because saved time is value. Going through to my profile at tradingview.com, which is a significant thing to mention, as TradingView is a third-party platform that I can't tamper with in terms of results. Once it's in there, it's locked in and you can't change the result from the editor's aspect. So if I go over to this target that's got hit, you can see that I can't delete or edit this post. Once it's in, once it's locked in, it's locked in. I just want to emphasize that because what you're about to see might not be believable, and I have to speak to that skeptical side of you that might not want to believe. Okay, so on my profile page, we've got target hits, and this is across multiple platforms, by the way. We've got Bitcoin, we've got gold, we've got the US 30. So target hits on the US 30, which is the Dow Jones. Target hits on gold. Target hits on, what is next over here? Gold again. Second target hit on the Dow Jones. Bitcoin. Say, not only is our program and strategy able to forecast the future of price action, it can also identify areas in the market where you should be aware of. Okay, so these areas include wanting to take profit early. When hitting that play button, I just want to demonstrate what happened thereafter. So I said take profit early over there, and then the market started to drop down and drop down. So not only are we able to decide where to take profit early, we're able to identify where it's best just for the market to show itself for the trading opportunities to follow. Like, what we don't like to do is take on unnecessary trades that are going to run us into losses. And we are aware of the power of patience. So when the market isn't ripe for trading, our system will be able to forecast that for you so that you're able to protect your capital away from bad market conditions. So in case you need that extra bit of evidence, go back to the previous post, see how I've called the future of price action ahead of time and how I've hit targets each and every time. And again, if the market wasn't worth trading, we avoided bad setups. Now, that's pretty cool to see in terms of a visual portfolio, but I'm sure your skeptical mind wants to see even further evidence that we can provide results. So I'm going to go across to something called MetaTrader, which is the industry standard for guys who want to connect to their brokers through a piece of software. So this software, as you can tell by its design, has been around for decades. And to get your brokerages, this is the way that most pro traders do so. We do the same thing in terms of using a prop firm to provide the capital we like to trade with. This is not compulsory. This is just a way of trading. And the reason why we like to trade that way is because of the utility of OPM. So no matter how rich you are, using other people's money is the best way to maximize the output, okay? Your financial gain output, that is. So we go upon the technology of prop firms, which will allow us to trade up to $400,000 of their money. And then we apply our skill to their capital, grow the account, and do a percentage split at the end of the month where they take 10% and we take 90% of the profit made. The beauty about prop firms is not only do they give you up to $400,000 to trade with, but they don't hold you liable for any losses. It's best case scenario. So this is why we are teaching our traders to go with prop firms. I just want to say on that note that we don't want you to only ever trade prop firms if that's not the way you want to do it. If you've got personal capital on Bybit or Binance or one of your own exchanges and your own brokers, then this strategy will apply everywhere. This is just the way we like to do it. Okay, so that's what we're looking at over here to give you those results. I'll remove myself out of the way. If you look to the left of the screen, everything is time stamped and date stamped. So I open up this $100,000 account at 11 a.m. on the 17th of April 2013. So I'm not entirely sure when you're watching this video, so that's the exact date. And today is the 20th of April, so then within the same week. My first trade was on gold, took $1,700 profit. My next trade was on the Dow Jones, took almost a $300 profit. On Bitcoin, I closed this one early because I just didn't feel the market was at the opportune time to trade. And there is a minus $112 over here. However, once you learn how leverage trading operates, you'll learn that as soon as you open a trade, because of the mark price and the index price spread, you immediately go into loss so that the brokers are covered for any unnecessary volatile conditions that will by default put them into an immediate loss. So for that reason, they create a small buffer, and as soon as you open a trade, you are kind of paying for that buffer. And that's why there's a $112 loss over there. It's because I opened the trade. I felt as if it's best to wait for the market to get into a better condition, and I closed it immediately. So technically it wasn't a loss. And then running into the next performance, here on the 19th of April, open up a gold position. That's $2,500 in profit. And then the Dow Jones was opened again, and this was for $1,300. Now this particular trade I'm very proud of because of the amount of patience that it took to keep it open. I got in over there. As you can see, everything is marked. I got in over there. The market went against my trade, but because of my forecasting capacity, I knew that all that mattered was that price needed to get to target before it got to stop loss. So my stop loss was nowhere near going to get hit by price, which was totally cool with me. And then I waited longly, like a long 48 hours for this to close off. And through my patience and the power in patience, I got rewarded for $1,300 instead of closing it off over there because of getting too nervous unnecessarily. As you can tell, there's a lot to learn. So head over to the enroll button, send the Bitcoin or crypto across, or if not, go hit that PayPal button, and let's get you onto the path of absolute trading success.